person here. Was this person wants the same thing with the Ace of Cups here, but the Ace of Cups can also mean self-love to me. I'm going to clarify, and that's going to change the message probably. They're not talking to you, okay? They're thinking a lot about you, trying to process what really happened, what went wrong in the situation here, but they're not taking any action. You, on the other hand, here, you want to heal this connection, you want a reconciliation, you're manifesting a new opportunity with this person out here. The mutual energy, like I said, you're both being stubborn, no one's budging out here, okay? With Emperor in reverse here. With the King of Cups is the action here. I don't think you're taking any action towards them, but yes, there is a lot of love for you, but a lot of unshown, unsaid words, a lot of things that you're not showing. You feel very deep for this person, okay? You have a lot of deep emotions for them, but you're not showing it to them. At the same time, you're manifesting them, okay? Because you definitely want a reconciliation. You want to recover. You want to heal this breakup. This person, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it looks like this person has this, they feel this was a waste of time, okay? They feel it was a waste of time and they're giving up on this connection because they're just done waiting for this, okay, to come into fruition is what I'm getting. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is someone who's just giving up because they're lacking patience, right? Because something that they want is taking too much time, okay? Something's taking too long to come, to give them the desired results that they want. So they're giving up. Nine of Pentacles is the outcome here. So yeah, someone's choosing to be single or wanting to be single, okay? But I'm getting more like this person is choosing to be. You're both choosing to be single, actually. Because you with the King of Cups here again, you have love for them, but they're giving up on you, okay? But with the Nine of Pentacles here, I don't think there's still this coming together here, okay? Let's see. What's the Devil here? What's the Devil here? Why is the Devil here? Situation. Someone's made a final decision here about cutting the person out who was very toxic is what I'm getting. What's the Judgment here? What's the Judgment here? Knight of Cups. Okay. The Devil, the Judgment, and the Knight of Cups here. So there is this final decision for sure, okay? There's a lot of obsession here I get, and there's a codependent energy also I'm getting here. Someone is wanting to come towards you, okay? You're wanting to go towards someone, okay? But with an apology. The Knight of Cups is someone finally wanting to open up, making a decision to open up, okay? About a connection that they're very obsessed and very addicted with. The Knight of Cups to me is an apology, or this can also be a love offer, okay? Someone who's wanting to be vulnerable and someone who's wanting to express themselves, okay? But this is the Knight of Cups here, okay? I feel someone's finally breaking their silence, okay? Someone's ready to talk and they're finally making a decision, a very assertive decision about wanting to express themselves emotionally. What's the Three of Swords in reverse here? Climb up the Three of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords. See, you're trying to get yourself out of a situation that you feel very stuck, tight, and bound to with the Eight of Swords here. This could be a situation where you just feel very stuck, you just feel you're tied, bound, but you know, this is you doing to yourself, okay? The Eight of Swords is a jail that you've created for yourself. A lot of self-inflicted prison is what I'm getting, okay? You're in your own head, you're in this situation because of yourself, you can't get out of it, okay? What's the Eight of Swords? Yeah, because with the Tower moment here, there's been a huge epiphany, a huge realization that you've had, okay? And again, I'm getting a huge realization. There's been with the breakup or separation, right? There's been something that's come out in the light, that's come to open. See, with the Judgment in the Tower here, there's been a huge epiphany, a realization of some sort, a sudden awakening, okay? And you're choosing to get yourself out of your own head. What's the Ace of Cups here? What's the Ace of Cups here? What's the Ace of Cups on this person's mind? Eight of Wands in reverse. This person is loving themselves is what I'm getting. See, this is what I'm getting. This is self-love. This person is choosing to love themselves and they're holding back communication. This person is purposely holding back communication, okay? Probably because this person is choosing themselves, they're loving themselves first. They're putting themselves first, okay? What's the Eight of Wands here in reverse? This person is blocking you out. What's the Eight of Wands in reverse? Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse because they don't want a new start with you. Whoa. Why did those cards fall? I feel Okay, now from what I can see here in this situation is that there is one person here who is wanting a reconciliation. They're planning to get, they want to get out of their head, okay, because they've had a huge realization about what they really want. There's this sudden awakening that they've had, okay. I'm getting more like, oh my god, like this is exactly what, I mean, the universe wanted me to know, you know, and I was failing to realize it all this while. There's this huge tower moment, okay, that you're going through, that one person's going through, okay, and now they want a reconciliation. They want to get out of their head. Their own fears were stopping them, you know, they were coming in their own way. Okay, and one person here, okay, who is waiting for the other person to get out of their head, and now they have given up on the other person here, okay, and they're choosing to love themselves. There is a lot of blocking communication from this other person here, okay, and that's why there's a lack of new start here. This person is going around in circles with you, and they don't want to do that, okay. You've had 100 million false starts with this person, and now this person is just not up for it, okay. What's the Magician? You're manifesting this person. Why is the Magician here? See, that's what I was getting, right? You're not letting this person go. This person has ended things with you, but you're in two minds about how to approach this person. I don't see you as whether you want to end things with this person or not. I see you as not wanting to end things with this person, not letting this person go, not accepting this ending out here. You're secretly manifesting this person. Why? Because you've had a huge realization of some sort, okay. Something's come to an awakening, okay, and you really get the point now, is what I'm telling you. Get the point now, okay, and you realize somehow that realization that it was your own self. You were stuck in your own head, because of which you couldn't pursue this person here. Now with the Two of Pentacles here, you're trying to juggle a decision of how to come towards you, okay, how to come towards this person, how to go towards this person here. But you're definitely not letting this person go. You're just trying to juggle the idea of what is the best decision that you need to make, or how you can approach this person. Two of Swords in reverse here. You're very clear about what you want. You see things for what they are. You're no longer living in denial. I think that's the Tower moment here. You're coming out of that denial attitude, you know. Four of Swords. Why is this person a Four of Swords in their feelings? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune reverse, because things just don't seem to change. Either something changed for the worst, things took a turn for the worst, or this is someone here who's just not doing anything about it because nothing's changing. There's this frustrating delay, something or the other keeps coming up. There are these delays, a lot of road bumps, you know, and I think, what's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Try for the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah. Can't have so many cards here. Give me one card. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here? Because they're fed up of dealing with someone non-committal. They're fed up of dealing with someone non-committal, okay, and now they're choosing only to think about this, just taking a seat back, okay, withdrawing, retreating. They want this space, they want this time away, they want this time alone. They don't want to talk to you, they don't want to communicate. They're just determined to hold back communication from you, okay. I'm getting someone who's like fed up because things are just not changing, okay, and whatever this has to do with someone who's non-committal, or someone who's very focused on their own career, their goals and money. Someone who's constantly choosing money and career over a relationship, okay. And this person feels very left out, and they're like, you know what, things are just not changing. I'm going to stop investing into this connection. What's the Emperor in reverse? Why is this a mutual energy? The Hermit. See, you're both not talking. You're both not talking. It's not like one person is trying to talk, you know. One person's adamant on not talking, and the other person out here who's just not ready to let go. But where's the communication where things can move forward? That's not happening here. Hermit here. One person's just giving up and waiting. They're fed up of waiting, turning their back to the situation. What's the Hermit here? You're both very withdrawn. What's the Hermit? Empress. Yeah. You both want growth, expansion. You're both looking at this as long term, right? But at the same time, you're both very withdrawn here. No one's making a move, no one's talking. And both of you all are in your own corners here. That's why with the Emperor in reverse here, you're both being control freaks. No one's budging. No one's budging. What's the King of Cups here? What's the King of Cups here? Five of Wands. Give me one more card. What's the Five of Wands? What's the 5 of Wands? What's the 5 of Wands? What's the You have a lot of love for this person, right? But in your actions, you're not doing anything about it. You're very conflicted in your head about a commitment, about long-term commitment. You're not sure if I think you want to commit to this person. You have a lot of love for them. You see them as they're happily ever after. You want this with them, okay? Although this person ended things with you, you're not ready to accept it. But the problem here is that you're in two minds here. You're trying to weigh out the pros and cons. You're very indecisive right now. You're constantly juggling the decision of whether you want commitment with them or not. I don't feel that you don't want it, but I think with the 5 of Wands here, either there's too much interference of other people out here, or this is just you where your head is saying one thing and your heart is saying one thing, okay? And that's why there's no action being taken, because right now you're still trying to get to that point, okay? See the Hangman here. You're trying to see things from another person's point of view. You're trying to change your perspective, But again, you're doing a lot of thinking, but there's no action from your side. 7 of Pentacles in reverse here. Why is this person here giving up? What's the 7 of Pentacles in reverse? They're moving away. 6 of Swords. What's the 6 of Swords? This person wants to move away from you. What's the 6 of Swords? What's the 6 of Swords? Yeah. This person, 7 of Cups, I think they're keeping an open mind here, okay, when it comes to you. There could have been someone who was choosing you at the past, like it's only you, okay, and I want no one else, is what I think they were wanting. But now this person is keeping a very open mind, or they're just very confused about what's really going on. You could be giving them mixed signals. But clearly, this is a situation which is very disappointing to them, okay, and they feel the need to they're forced to move away from you. This could be someone who's creating that physical, mental distance between you guys. But there's movement here, and they're moving away from you. They just want to get into calmer waters, okay? They don't want to be stuck with you. Mentally, at least it's exhausting them, right? And I think this is someone who's just like, let be, let God, okay? They're leaving things to the universe. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But right now, they're trying to move away from any kind of conflict, drama, chaos that is being created here in this situation here. Because see, it took you forever, right, to realize that this is what you wanted with this person. 8 of Swords is a very frustrating energy for the other person to deal with, okay? Because you're in your head and you feel you can't do something about something about a situation. There's a lot of fear coming out. Instead of seeing the possibilities of a connection, you constantly see what can't work out in this rather than what can work out, okay? And they were fed up of this, right? Because you were constantly having false starts with them. And now they're like hell-bent on not communicating. This is someone constantly, they're purposely delaying this communication. Because see, things just don't change when it comes to this someone not committal. That's how they're seeing you. There's just no change here. They want a positive change. They want growth. But they're just constantly going around in circles, and they're done with that. Yeah, see, that's why now they just refuse to do anything about it. They're just sitting there, meditating. But it's becoming a burden, right? This relationship has become a huge stress for this person here. What's the 9 of Pentacles? What is the 9 of Pentacles here as the best possible outcome? So definitely I feel there's a lack of reconciliation, okay? Because someone realizes their worth, their value, okay? Someone realizes their self-worth. So this is how the other person is looking at you. They see you as someone financially independent, you got your shit together, you're on your own. This person wants to come in and communicate towards you, okay? But I think Page of Pentacles in reverse here. I don't think you're investing into this person here. That's what's happening here. One person wants to communicate, one person wants to take a different approach towards you, okay? But I think either I'm getting this person is constantly conflicted in their head about wanting to communicate, but then they're still holding back, okay? Obsessing about communication, but still holding back. I feel that's what the situation is. They realize your worth value, okay? They realize that you're okay on your own. You're choosing to be single on your own. You're choosing to be okay on your own. You don't need them. You don't want them, okay? But I think this person here is constantly, in their head about what they want to do. They want to talk to you one moment, the next moment they hold back, because they're just not sure if that's the right approach to make towards you. That's what I'm getting. The other story I'm getting is that this is something